My name's Paul Ellis and I'm the vicar here at St Mary's. We're calling today the launch of our HLF project, and the HLF project's arisen because we found dry rot in the church in 2014, and it's been a major refurbishment of the walls and the guttering and indeed the electrics and the lighting to actually bring things up to proper spec. So we've had a period now where we've been working from 2014, and since last October the actual building works have now been complete. So all through the winter we've had various people coming in doing the restoration, doing the damp proofing, doing the timber works, doing the electrics, changing the lighting, being everywhere in the church. So that's been fairly full on. As a church, as every church, we have a heritage going back way beyond our 1854 start date. And what I want to see happen is that we get in a position where we can tell people very much about that heritage. So lots of our projects, as a result of this, there's the building work and then there's projects, and our projects should impact on people in the community, local community first, but wider community too, just to tell them about what's been going on here really and what still goes on. It's been a changing congregation over time, and it'd be nice to see some of them coming back. It'd be nice to see lots of new ones as well.
Hi there, my name's Hazel James and I'm the verger here at St Mary's Church, and that's a role I've been doing for 10 years now. Obviously everybody will think church is just Sunday, which we do have our Sunday activities. We've got 3 services every Sunday. We have an 8:30 communion service, we have an 11 o'clock family service, and we have a quieter service in the evening at 6:30. But then we have other things going on too. Once a month we have a coffee morning, which is open to everybody and anybody. It's a drop-in, very good value cakes and tea and coffee, and a chance for people to meet each other. For many years there's been a group running, it used to be called Sunday School, that's the old-fashioned name for it. Years ago it was renamed as KFJ, Kids for Jesus. And they are Bible-based fun activities for children. We also have something called Messy Church, which you might have heard of. It's more of a national organisation. They do craft-based activities once a month. They meet in the church hall, and they'll have a topic for the month. It might be, for instance, this month it was weddings to fit in with the royal wedding. They'll do their craft-based activities, and then they'll come into church and give it a little bit of like a Bible focus or a spiritual focus within the setting of the church.
We have all sorts of community events. There's stuff that goes on in the hall that community groups run, so like martial arts and some dancing classes, and they operate completely independent. They use our hall as a community facility. So we try to do that, encourage people to do that. And we had a Strictly competition a few years ago, and the teachers have been teaching quite a number of us, including me, how to ballroom dance. So.
And how did that go?
Oh, it's good, yeah, yes.
And how did you? I mean, you're dancing.
Well, you have to ask them. I enjoy it.
Mentioning the hall there, which is the building next door, that has, we reckon, about 1,000 people per month coming through. Doing all sorts of things from flower arranging classes, sugar craft classes, yoga groups, Pilates, we have a badminton group. Basically anybody in the community who wants to use the building can come in and see if we have the facilities that they would want, they would need. We've got a lot of community-based activities based around the heritage of the church. So if you're interested in church architecture, if you're interested in the windows, if you're interested in the bells, if you're interested in making friends, as well as possibly meeting God in a spiritual place.